Morning has come, arise and greet the day. Dance with joy and sing a song of gladness. The light of hope it shines upon each face. May it bring faith to guide our journey home. A new day dawns, once more the gift is given. Wonder fills this moment shared together. The light of peace it shines upon each face. May it bring faith to guide our journey home. Open our eyes to see that life abounds. Open hearts to welcome it among us. The light of love it shines upon each face. May it bring faith to guide our journey home.
Good morning and welcome to Live Oak Unitarian Universalist Church. I'm Reverend Joanna. So here we are, and a lot hasn't changed between this Sunday and last Sunday, but one significant thing has. We are now living at the time of a new presidential administration. And after the last 4 years, this is a significant change. There's still so much work to be done, and yet we actually can have the hope that we can make some change. So how do we decide what to say yes to and what to say no to? Well, today we are happy to welcome to our online pulpit and then later to online church, Heather Vickery from the UU College of Social Justice. And she's going to be helping us with that exact question, helping us to figure out how we're going to make these decisions about where we're going to focus our energies. So, welcome Heather. We are so glad to have you here. And if this is your very first time at Live Oak, a special welcome going out to you as well. After this service, you can go to liveoakuu.org, and there's places where you can click to get more information about us. You can also sign up for our weekly email newsletter. And immediately after this service, we open up a Zoom room. Consider it to be kind of like a visitor's table. If you click on the link that says just for visitors, that's going to take you there, and we'll have a couple of members there who can answer any questions that you might have. The flaming chalice has always been a symbol of a beacon, a place where you can find help and truth and love. And so every week we begin our service by lighting a chalice. So if you have a candle or a chalice near you, draw it toward you so that we can light these together.
Just as long as I have breath, I must answer yes to life. Though with pain I made my way, still with hope I need to stay. If they ask what I did well, tell them I said yes to life. Just as long as vision lasts, I must answer yes to truth. In my dream and in my dark, always that elusive spark. If they ask what I did well, tell them I said yes to truth. Just as long as my heart beats, I must answer yes to love. Disappointment passed me through, still I kept on loving you. If they ask what I did best, tell them I said yes to love.
Good morning. I'm Carrie Crouch, the Director of Lifespan Faith Development at Live Oak. I'm glad you joined us this morning for worship. Today's big idea is I Am One by Susan Verde, illustrated by Peter H. Reynolds. How do I make a difference? It seems like such a tall order for one so small. But beautiful things start with just one. One seed to start a garden. One stroke to paint a masterpiece. One note to start a melody. One step to start a journey. One brick to start breaking down walls. And I can speak one gentle word to start a conversation. And I can use my soft voice to start a friendship. I can perform one act of kindness to start a connection. I can share one hug to start caring. I can light one candle to lead the way. I can make one drop in the water to start ripples that become swells, then waves, traveling over oceans, across borders and boundaries, landing on distant shores to start a chain reaction, inspire a movement, make a change. I am one, and I can take action. We are each one, and we can take action. One by one, we can make a difference. Because one is all it takes to start something beautiful.
covered in blue. Shouldn't we try something new? Over a barrel at the end of 1, 2. When sometimes it's moment to die, I just hope that I'm proud of the woman I was. The lines of tomorrow won't draw. Can I live with the side that I chose to be on? We sit on our hands, do nothing about it. Or will we leave this world better than we found it? America, America, divided we fall. America, America, God save us all from ourselves and the hell that we built for our kids. America, America, we're better than this. When sometimes it's moment to die, I just hope my son's proud of the woman I was. The lines of tomorrow are gone. Can I live with the side that I chose to be on? We sit on our hands, do nothing about it. Can we leave this world better than we found it? America, America.
Good morning, friends. I am so happy to be here on YouTube with you all today. In these times of transformation and unrest, it is more important than ever that we come together in community like this to support each other, to grow together, and to comfort each other. And although I have not yet met most of you, I am very excited to not only get to know you better during this service, but to meet many more of you after this service during our workshop, Saying Yes and Saying No. When your amazing director of lifespan development, Carrie, told me that you have a congregational theme this month of what story will Live Oak tell at the end of this year, I immediately thought about the Adrienne Marie Brown quote, "All organizing is science fiction." You see, all true justice work has to start from a place of imagination, or storytelling, if you will. We have to imagine a world we have never lived in, a world that has never existed, a world without poverty, without war, without prisons, etc. Now you see what I did there? I focused on what we don't want, or what I don't want, in my case, poverty, war, prisons, which is really common. We can get stuck in the day-to-day grind of working to end injustice, of stopping harmful legislation, of reacting. We get so stuck that we fail to imagine what space would be made without those evils. What would fill it? We fail to tell the story of the beloved community. So that's what I want to do with you today, to start imagining what the beloved community actually looks and feels like to you, to us. And to start us off, I want to read an excerpt from Vahatva by Aurora Levins Morales. Imagine winning. This is your sacred task. This is your power. Imagine every detail of winning, the exact smell of the summer streets in which no one has been shot. The muscles you have never unclenched from worry, gone soft as newborn skin. The sparkling taste of food when we know that no one on earth is hungry, that the beggars are fed, that the old man under the bridge and the woman wrapping herself in thin sheets in the back seat of a car And the children who suck on stones nest under a flock of roofs that keep multiplying their shelter. Lean with all your being towards that day when the poor of the world shake down a rain of good fortune out of the heavy clouds and justice rolls down like waters. There is more to that reading, and I will send the link along, so I do encourage you all to take a look and read the entire piece. But now it is our turn. I ask that you settle your body into a comfortable position. Maybe that means grounding your feet to the floor like the roots of a great oak tree. Maybe that means relaxing your head and letting your chin dip down a bit so that your brain is closer to your heart. Maybe that means leaning your head back as if your head really is in the clouds, as they say. Maybe it is something completely different. If you're comfortable doing so, close your eyes or soften your gaze. Take a deep breath in. And as you release the breath, just notice your muscles. Are they clenched from worry, like the excerpt earlier mentioned? Take another deep breath in. And as you release the breath, try to unclench them. Keep breathing. Loosen, loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Now, in this more relaxed state, imagine we have won, as Aurora Levins Morales says. Bring yourself into that future time when we have arrived and we are together in the beloved community. Notice all the senses that are being activated. They may be different for each of us. What do you see? What do you hear? Do you smell anything? Is there a taste involved? What do you feel? Look around. Experience this moment. Who is there with you? What are we doing together? Take a deep breath in as you continue to notice. And if it feels comfortable to you, place a hand on the part of your body where you feel the beloved community the most. Slowly breathe out. As we gently come back to the present moment, take some time to notice how that experience in the beloved community made you feel. Did something stick with you particularly? A sound, an image, an idea? If you feel comfortable doing so, let us know in the comment section of YouTube what you experienced. box should be right below this video. That way, we can start to share our visions as a community and build that story we're going to tell about Live Oak. My colleague and friend Angela Kelly, who not only works with me at the UU College of Social Justice, but also with the Boston Immigration Justice Accompaniment Network, taught me this practice. And it has had a profound impact, not only on my mental health and my ability to stay in this work for the long haul, but also on how I do the work right now. I'm sure you know as well as I do that it's a lot easier being the person you want to be in this world when you're filled up with peace and possibility rather than frustration and fear. You see, when I imagine the beloved community, what I experience is a true community meal. Food plays a large part in my life. I love to feed people. I love to try new foods. And I love to connect with people over meals. Just made the pandemic fairly difficult for me. But this is a general trait of my family. We often return from vacations and spend the first hour or so just describing what we ate on said vacation. So it didn't surprise me that the very first time I did this practice, and every time since, that a community meal was what I imagined. However, it wasn't until I read Vahatva through the Beloved Conversations course that I'm in that I could put into words that in this meal, the food we are sharing tastes like the joy of knowing no one is hungry. That the laughter I hear sounds like true liberation, a type of laughter that can only be heard when no one is behind bars. And that the people I am with feel like home because I know everyone else in the world has shelter. Just talking about it now with you fills me with a sense of peace and brings tears to my eyes. I miss that world, even though I have never physically been there. I yearn for it. When I'm struggling with all the injustices in the world and feeling overwhelmed and like I have to respond to everything, or feeling like nothing I can do ever could make a difference, I go back to that place. I let it wash over me. And I ask myself, what will get me closer to that world? How am I different when I'm in that place? And how can I start living that way in the here and now? What is my work to do? The work that combines my passions and my skills that get us closer to the beloved community. And I keep in mind that the beloved community doesn't involve a frustrated, overworked, overwhelmed me. It includes a free, peaceful, happy me. By keeping that vision, that story I want to tell close at hand, I know that whatever direction I decide to go in, it will get me to the same place. And that all the trials and tribulations along the way will be more than worth it. So I ask you, what story will you tell about Live Oak and about yourself at the end of this year, when the pandemic has ended? In 10 years, 20 years, 100 years? What story will you tell about the beloved community? And how are you going to outline your way there? Keep imagining, keep storytelling, and someday we will get there, friends. Amen. Ashe. And let it be so.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning, and a special thank you to our guest speaker, Heather Vickery. Again, you're going to be able to hear more from her and engage with her at 1 o'clock when we are going to have a special workshop, and it's going to be held on Zoom. It'll be interactive. If you go to liveoakuu.org and then click on what's happening, then you'll find the link to that. And everyone, even if this is your very first time to come to Live Oak, everyone is invited to come to that. May you go forward this week giving yourself some time to kind of recover, rest, get some renewal, and kind of figure out how to stand on what we hope will be new ground. Go forward with peace and with knowledge of your own power.
Soon the day will arise when we will be together, and no longer will we live in fear. And the children will smile without wondering whether on that day thunder clouds will appear. Wait and see what a world there can be if we share, if we care, you and me. Wait and see what a